What's going on, everybody? We back in here like swimwear. Shout out to all my slimes in attendance. Shout out to all my mods. Happy New Year's to everybody. Now today we gonna get right to the nitty gritty. Breaking news, NBA YoungBoy almost threw his life away again last night. Let me get that FBI warning on the screen. So the man almost threw his life away again last night after he was caught riding around Utah with two other people in his car, a male and a female. Cops say that they were tipped off that there was large amounts of money and narcotics in his car. Now I don't know if the tip was real or not, but either or, NBA YoungBoy should know better by now. Yo, last case you just had, brother, was all drug-related crimes, allegedly. So for you to be around any drugs, especially driving around with them on New Year's, is insane, because they will slam you for that. The only reason you got out of jail was because the President of the United States, allegedly, Donald Trump, came through and pardoned you. Insane. It's like every time I make a video about this guy, I speak on how he always gets a get out of jail free card. Now, how he was let go yesterday, when he just got off of drug-related crimes, allegedly, is unheard of to me. But let's watch the video.
Is now putting rapper NBA YoungBoy back in the headlines tonight.
Utah Highway Patrol confirms the artist who lives in Utah was a passenger in a vehicle.
So he lives in Utah, the same state where he allegedly went down for calling all them pharmacies and pretending to be a doctor. They probably dying to get you. And you get caught with this stuff again.
Vehicle stopped on I-15, but troopers say he is not facing any charges despite drugs found in the vehicle. And Ariel Harrison is joining us live from Utah County tonight to explain why. Ariel.
Insane to me, because if you just got off on drug-related crimes, didn't go to rehab, didn't do none of that, just got pardoned by the president, you should be on drug tests. You shouldn't be around anybody that has illegal drugs on them if it's not prescribed. That's the only way your lawyer probably can get a little loophole around it. But I do not understand.
Well, Jamie, Heidi, perhaps even more surprising than the drugs and money found in this traffic stop was the famous passenger, a rapper who's been in headlines for the wrong reasons in Utah before, but appears to be in the clear here.
UHP troopers say NBA YoungBoy, whose real name is Kentrell Gaulden, isn't in legal trouble this time. That's after drugs were seized from a vehicle he was riding in on southbound I-15 near American Fork on Tuesday.
We received a tip that it also involved a large amount of money.
I do believe there was some money in the vehicle, but there didn't seem to be any kind of tie to the drugs or anything along those lines.
UHP Sergeant Mike Alexander says the trooper who initiated the stop had probable cause to search the vehicle, and a male driver and female passenger reportedly...
Yeah, it probably smelled like straight za in the vehicle. Which is another thing you should know better not to do, is smoke in a vehicle that you have anything illegal in, because it's causes to search the vehicle.
He claimed ownership of illicit drugs found inside.
In consultation with the Utah County Attorney's Office, it was decided that charge.
Sorry to cut it off, but to be honest, what really saved him is the guy and the girl that was with him when he got pulled over, or when the driver got pulled over. YoungBoy was in the passenger seat. They took the blame. And I guess out there, I never heard this before, since they both took the blame, the guy and the girl, they split the weight in half. So instead of one person getting caught with all this, they split it in half between both of them, and YoungBoy walks scot-free. Which is unbelievable to me. If you just got out of, the joint, you should have a probation officer. You should be doing drug tests, urines. You shouldn't be around any substances, any narcotics, especially the charges you just, did.
Would be screened against those two individuals for the possession of those illicit drugs.
Are you able to share their names?
I am not.
Last year, the 26-year-old rapper who owns a home in Salt Lake.
I also find it odd how they wanna down the person who's innocent that they're saying, NBA YoungBoy, who's got no charges, pure innocent from this, what happened last night. Y'all want to say his name, show his picture, put him all over the vlogs, but the two people who was actually guilty and admitted to it, where's their mugshot? Where's their name? Like, are they kids or something? If they're over 18, 21, I don't see what the reason is to not say their name or their mugshots, the Freedom of Act information. But anyways, they're hiding the other two people for whatever reason. But what do y'all think is more likely? That NBA YoungBoy didn't know that this person had anything on them, and they was just driving with them, and they got pulled over, and they said, alright, I'm going to take the blame for it? Or do you think NBA YoungBoy seen the cops, was about to get pulled over? He just got out of jail for the same shit. Didn't go to rehab, nothing. Probably still dependent on it. Gave it to these people, knowing they don't got no charges on their record. Hey, take this one for me. I'm gonna look out for you. What sounds more likely to y'all? Not saying this is what happened, but...
Was accused of prescription drug fraud in which he paid a $25,000 fine. He later served prison time for having a gun as a felon.
Look at him. You could tell he was sprung out during this incident too. Look at how skinny he was and how like his body frame's all in. This is when Trump pardoned him because he was doing allegedly prescription drug fraud. Then last night, pulled over with narcotics in the car. That should be a violation right there. But allegedly, the woman and the guy said it was theirs and he had nothing to do with it. Y'all think that's fair reason to let him walk free? Let me know in the comments. Like I always say, this man always gets that Monopoly get out of jail free card.
I asked UHP if that could play a part in this case.
With him being an occupant and these drugs being present, could there be charges later?
To my knowledge, no.
What?
Now, I did confirm with UHP earlier today that
so
no
he's in the
arrests were made
clear.
in this case, but just want to mention.
So my question that I have now was, who took the blame for him? Who was in the car, chat? Now, last video, we wasted a few minutes going through that. So that's why I made another video. I might have found out the rumor of who was in the car with them and who might have took the blame. So the female, like I said, that might have been in the car with him last night and took the blame for the narcotics and the Zaza might have been Mellow Racks. Now, they don't call me in the slime we trust for nothing now. I come with them receipts. But anyways, We see Kentrell on one of his fan accounts. He might own this, he may not. But for some odd reason, all of a sudden last night it says Free Mellow Racks. Okay. I believe she was once on his label or something too. But anyways, rumors are circulating that Mellow Racks was the female passenger who took the charge for NBA YoungBoy, though nothing is confirmed. Allegedly. But somebody said from Kentrell's fans, Free Mellow Racks. Now let's read these comments. Rumors by NBA YoungBoy fans say Mellow Racks took the charge for him. See, I was right, y'all. I just couldn't find where the rumor came from. Well, I don't know if it was her, officially, but this is what people are saying. And then last night, this fan account said Free Mellow Racks. But somebody said whoever took that charge about to get blessed, which is 100% true. 596 likes this got. Like I said, imagine you got no charges. Somebody else just got out of jail for something. Hey, I'm going to give you $1 million. Take these narcotics for me. And it's a couple opiates or something. They didn't even, the guy and the girl that took the blame, they didn't even go to jail. They just got their mugshot, their fingerprints taken, I believe, and a letter to go to court. It says Louis or finesse, because you know what these people be on. So if this person is saying, or maybe she really did have it on her, which I doubt. Because then they wouldn't, take charge for it and the other guy. Yeah, with jail time. If they don't have a criminal record with a good lawyer, which 9 out of 10 going to be the case, they good. Of course. If you got a good lawyer and you had, say, some prescription pills, and this is all allegedly, or some pills that wasn't prescribed to you, you can go get them prescribed to you. And then you go to your next court date and you show them the prescription. Now, I ain't saying go do that, but that's something I seen a lawyer do before. But now if it's something else like, the hard drugs, some crystal or something like that you don't get it prescribed, then you're asked out. You probably gonna do jail time. You ain't gonna get a court ticket. But yeah, people are saying YB got too much money for lawyers. Why you think he keep finessing the feds? I don't know about that because his lawyers didn't even get a chance to speak. So it has nothing to do with his lawyers. So did they really get a tip about this car having large sums of money in it and narcotics? Which it did? Or was the feds just, alright, let's get this man NBA YoungBoy. We've been watching him. He hasn't been looking too sober. All they need is one, like we said last time. All they need is one little tic-tac on that man. And that's violating your probation right back to 20 years in the joint. That's all it takes. Look at him, Mellow Racks. Kodak the boss. Nah, Kodak ain't never getting caught with nothing. Somebody said she's not taking any charge for that NGA. Man, Yak had her under his wing for years. Don't forget he had her way before YB did. She actually already did for him. Look, you talking about the same girl he had drinking lean? Oh! She knew she had to make it up. Don't cry when you find out it's real. Don't believe shit off Twitter. The fact these females willing to even put themselves in these situations to take charges like this, now, what if they don't give a F and just hear? Nah, they're not going to give you 20 years of prison for allegedly, let's say, 4 Xanaxes. They said there was 9 narcotics. Caught him with the K2. Now that's another thing. After I questioned YoungBoy's recent charges, which he just got pardoned from, how they're so drug related, he allegedly acted like he was a doctor, called a pharmacist, and pretty much got the same narcotics they found in the car. You know what I mean? So after something like that, you think he would have to go to rehab before he came home, which I don't think he did. At least be on weekly drug tests. You know what I'm saying? Definitely stay away from anybody that has this shit on them. Unless it's prescribed and they need it. Yeah, I just thought that was common sense. Nobody was arrested though. See that? They all got a ticket to court. Some people is saying this boy's a CI, which is a central informant. The male driver and female passenger took claim of the drugs. How the F does that make dude a CI? True. Have you been on a federal house arrest? Like, seriously, you think a felon can be around? This is what I was saying earlier, guys. You think a felon can be around drugs and is on federal charges? Serious questions. Answer with sense, not feelings, gang. What did I just say into this mic 5 seconds ago? Did I just not say that this is common sense? I'm not putting my emotional feelings in it because YoungBoy's my favorite rapper or I think he's good on tour. No, I'm saying common sense. You get out the federal joint for drug-related charges, allegedly. You can't be around no drugs, period. How he walked free? I don't know. Dude is not a felon. Oh, that could be right. Maybe after Trump pardoned him. Dude got a pardon. Record clean. Wow. That only applies with people with records. P.S. Felons can leave the country. But he also got permission to go on his tours and do all this stuff, which tells me he's still on, probation. If he has to get permission and all that stuff. He's really not paying attention. If it was her, she's a real one. They said nobody went to jail. She was gonna have to because it wasn't gonna be him, somebody said. She better than me because, look, I found out who it was, chat. Allegedly. It's not confirmed yet, but it might be Mellow Racks, not Mellow Bucks. Alright, so I'm not saying this is confirmed. I'm just saying this is a rumor that's out there. I'm not saying YoungBoy's a fool. I'm just saying he's hard-headed for still not learning his lesson and putting himself in a situation like that. And I all honestly doubt it was the chicks, because that's even a more stupid situation to put yourself into. Driving somebody else around for their pleasure and for them to do whatever they want. Like, they're gonna be on to him now. That's for sure. He better bring nothing that's not prescribed to him out that house, because they gonna be on his ass now. That's for sure. Maybe that was a part of his plan. Let me drive with somebody in case I do get pulled over. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? Time will tell, though. I'll keep y'all updated. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button if y'all haven't yet. Also, I want to give a few shout outs out before we leave for donations through PayPal. Shout out my girl Tiffany Roche. Shout out my boy ASC88. Thank y'all for the donations. And if any of y'all want to leave a tip for the brand, the link is pinned. Now, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm sure I'll see y'all soon. We're going to see if 2026 going to be a smooth, nice year, or is it going to be rough and rocky? But anyways, free schmack. I'm out of here. Peace out, everybody. Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe for a chance to win.